they've been able to sort it out, but focusing more on the here and now. Bait versus PERA. Bait, of course, starting on that CT side because it is PERA's map pick. Let's get right into the action here, and let's figure out whether PERA have got what it takes, or whether Bait's going to be in for a surprise here.
Let's see, Mirage, where we're kicking this one off. And yes, it is going to be color in the server, as we mentioned. Wrinkle got some utility. There's actually a bunch of utility on the CT side and a kit. So they're ready for retake. Should have come on through. And this is a very default pistol. They're not really hitting a side. They're just spreading out on each side of the server.
Yeah, PERA are a very default-centric team. Oh, good jump. Immediately just gets the crosser off the angle for a moment, and Wrinkle's already dinked. Fast player connector now. 2 players in towards CT, and Wrinkle will finally be overwhelmed. That player coming out of Palace can provide a nuisance, but Owen and MPL are playing this really well, and Owen's even found the first.
Yeah, nice kill, and you've still got this player tucked in, not revealing quite yet. Orna gets a little curious, wants to try and find this fight. Captain Kirker falls, but Orna does put it out. And now that swing from MPL comes on through. The bomb is on the site, and these two Ts are completely removed from it. Spot out as well. Nice shot from Mapstar. Leaves it all onto Aaron.
Well played by Bait. Quite literally living up to the namesake. Bait and switching towards CT makes things difficult. Aaron now needs to try and find all of these kills, but none of them are being presented in isolation. It's a 3-2-1 and a triple threat on the A-bomb site. Bait, despite losing the opening kill, they looked very resilient and they looked very organized despite that.
Yeah, that was really cool. I love the way they played that with the little bait in towards Ticket. That was very neat. No bomb plant means that, well, only Aaron can get an investment into this round thanks to that kill that he found. Gets the deagle out and a flashbang as well. So, I see what we're going here. It's the classic Brandon. It's everyone go B. Fake B, I will plant A.
Oh, Wrinkle can hit all of this. This nade should do some damage. Although,
oh my God, it's going to work.
Faster. It will work. Maybe. Owner is still here. That'd be
he came back.
Up. Yeah. Oh, hello.
No, it worked. Oh, it didn't work. I really thought that was going to work. That was a real will it won't it moment.
That hurts. That's one of those ones where the animation is, you're putting it down on the site and you just get denied right at the last millisecond. They needed that. That would have been really nice to force some extra pieces of utility. Full AKs all come into the mix regardless though for PERA. And now they can kickstart their campaign. Look at these bonus weapons for Bait. Only Owner have bought the A1S. Everyone else is working with SMGs, and Wrinkle still firmly on the XM.
Yeah, didn't really get too much opportunity. Got 1 kill with it. He'd love to get some more. And this is a good position for it. The only issue with this XM is, like, you have to go anywhere else. Any other fight you're taking is going to suck. Oh, good angle. Does catch off MPL. Battle of the 3-letter names. Wrinkle's going on an adventure. And spots out Pros spamming with the XM. Eventually finds his mark and upgrades himself to the AK. Spotted on the cross out. Maps has to rotate around through. Wrinkle is still alive somehow. But not for long. He's about to go straight into the arms of Aaron. That's the bomb spotted.
It's still weird though, because you've got Owner in this position where he can complicate things. Flashbang over to suggest that they are aware of the presence. Owner still holding. Aaron is aware. And he finds him. That's perfect. What a round from Aaron. He even deals with Amster. Captain Kirker 1 versus 4 with the MP9. It's looking unlikely, mate. He's going to give it the best go anyway. Around the corner. Okay. We'll grab 1, but that's about it. Well played by Aaron. It looked a bit scary, especially when he was going Palace on his own with the bomb, walking straight into where Wrinkle was with the XM, but it worked out perfectly.
Great stuff, Aaron. Great quad kill. Gets PERA on the board. That's a bit of a shame for Owner because he has such a great forward position. I feel like they had he could have been a little bit more passive, but I think because they kind of had the inkling that he was there, he felt like he needed to get involved. Regardless into this round, we do have the AWP coming out for Wrinkle. I'm waiting for color as well, so He's going to be rocking it for PERA. Interestingly, getting that one out so early too.
Look at Wrinkle. Look at how deep he is in Palace with the AWP. He's got all of this space and all of this control, which means it can flex these rotations. Owner can rotate towards B if he needs to, or the fight is coming in towards middle. MPL and Captain Kirk are combined through these smokes. And now PERA feel a little bit isolated. Nade onto Cammy and softens him up and also prevents him from helping out Color.
Oh, fires off towards mid. Color with that bomb. Gonna smoke off short. Just gonna split up the defense. And this all comes down to what this lurk can find. And, ooh, he's got a good timing. He's going to be leaning over towards the B side, although the bomb is sitting connector at the moment. Has got a great timing. Owner has no idea. And there it is, striking onto Amster. MPL not loving the position he's found himself in, and he's hearing those players coming through under. He might still be able to unravel this, aware of his position, potentially. A difficult spray, and he's able to connect it at long range. Now, dropping the flashbang, he's hearing them coming and actually collides with a player, and over the top they come. Owner is here to collect, and MPL's still alive throughout it all. Not for long, the HE will get it done. Ascend needs more, and Wrinkle from short plucks him out of the air.
Yeah, I feel like they really overplayed their hand there, PERA, because you grab the kill on the flank, but it doesn't mean you need to commit to it. See how vocal they were in towards short and underpass? It gives MPL so much information just from him standing there. He knows he needs to deal with the player on the bomb site. That is his one task, because he knows rotations will come in to help the players that are definitely going to go through B apartments, because he's hearing them run the entire time he's taking this gunfight. Good position from MPL. And his kill, that was the most crucial in order for Bait to win that round.
Hard reset for her as well. Just the Desert Eagles. Nice little angle with Hamas, the Queen. Oh, never mind. What? That was the Glock. Come on. There's no way. You run that situation like 100 times with any players, and 99 out of 100 times the FAMAS wins that. That's outrageous.
What's outrageous is how aggressive Wrinkle is with the AWP. He's in their spawn and he's got the bomb. Now, I know it's a 1 versus 4, but he was still pushing after he found the opening kill. So aggressive here in the early stages. Amster can't quite grab the FAMAS that's just perched nicely on top of the short little boost up. But for Bait, they're smiling. They're more than happy with this. 4-1. First gun round was something you got to watch out for now in the future. PERA have already showed that they're more than willing to walk through jungle, activate that flank. That means there'll be a dedicated player there for Bait playing a bit more passively. If you're PERA, you're reading the situation, you give the default another look in, but remember, you still got explosive rounds in your back pocket. Look at this lean in towards mid from Bait.
Getting aggressive. Timing through that smoke, but it's going to be a 1-for-1. Aaron does fall to MPL, but Wrinkle caught off getting aggressive. As we mentioned, going in towards the underpass to find a kill. And Owner, a lot of pressure about to be put onto him. 2 players about to come around this corner. He has no support. He's hearing the jiggle, but he is removed by Poya before he can find his target. Player advantage now for PERA. That bomb was spotted, so you're going to know that one's coming on through. For a flashbang over the top, and MPL was holding, but here's the lurk. Oh, and it's fantastic. 2-piece for Camion, and it leaves it onto Amster. 1 versus 2.
Not happening though, surely. No. Okay. There was a chance. As soon as the AWP missed the shot, if he's able to get a cleaner conversion on towards Color, you throw it into 1 versus 1, there's potential. But MSN, really good work to immediately swing after he plants that bomb to make sure that there can't be any shenanigans that Amster wants to try and face. And for Bait, that's the overextension really costing them. That's getting a little bit too aggressive. And then here comes that lurk play. This time it is still through middle, but it's not through the sniper's nest. It's just straightforward. The flank in towards Con. The timing shot of Wrinkle not quite connecting. A battered and bruised economy of Bait here. PERA can potentially even up the scoreline here if they win this gun round.
Yeah, this one's massive. Much more passive from Arena this time. He's been getting aggressive on ramp quite consistently. And oh, MPL just spams out Poya.
Okay. Where was that?
He must have been in, that was towards Palace, so he must have just caught him onto the jiggle from stairs. This MP9, it's in a powerful angle if MSN comes around here. Oh, pops it to the face. That's definitely been heard by MSN. You see he's getting ready for the clear. Full HE and a follow-up. A lot of resources to deal with Captain Kirker, and he says, no, sit down. This is my little ladder, and only I will be ascending it. Here's that lurk again. Neon looking for the fight, but Captain Kirker continuing to frag. MPL might be in trouble here. And indeed, he is eventually caught out. But now it's a 1 versus 4, and your position is known.
That's a shame, really, for PERA. The fact they're not able to get that kill in towards ladder after, as you said, committing a lot of resources. Double HE, Incendiary. Captain Kirker somehow is dodging everything and finding their ground, because if Captain Kirker falls there, Camian's lurk is a lot more impactful. But because he's now making this play whilst the rest of the pieces are falling all around the map, it doesn't really mean anything. But with that being said, this is now 3 rounds. I've seen Camian get into a really good position and prioritize the lurk play, which can win PERA these rounds. It's just making sure you're stable enough to facilitate an environment for that lurk to come into effect. That's a little bit messy, but MPL bails his team out of trouble. Sees another player in mid, but Aaron is this time himself with the wallbang. Captain Kirker and Owner, though, they've got the weapons for the job. It should be a 6th round on the board here, because Aaron, you can run, but you might not be able to hide.
That was the worst possible round to get aggressive with the AWP towards top mid. I do want to say that's maybe a bit of a misplay from Wrinkle, just because you should kind of know what the economy is like for PERA. After you've kind of dominated them that round, there was no bomb plat. You know that it's going to be, what, pistols at most, and there's definitely a chance that you could run into a pack. So I'm not sure getting aggressive with the AWP there is the right play, because if, the AWP gets caught out there and suddenly, there's not this huge response from bait and that can get collected by a player, the AWP doesn't matter if you've got no armor. You can do a lot of damage if that gets into the T's hands. But I was going to say crisis averted. Maybe Aaron has something to say. Need 2 more juicy 1 digs. They know they can't give these up to him easily. Time is in their favor as well.
Yeah, this is fine. You just play the crossfire. You wait. Aaron, I mean, best case scenario, you can pick up the AWP and run away, but I don't really think that's happening. We'll go for the retrieval, but gets double swung immediately. Expensive round, considering that's just pistols, which is something to consider moving forward here for PERA. Hey, look, we did a lot of economic damage. We can invest in here. It's still quite limited. Think back to the round previous where they only had MP9s. They're keeping them honest, but the rounds are starting to snowball out of control here for this CT side. 6-2. It's a very sizable gap, especially in MR12.
Four rounds left, the half. As everyone's favorite HE to blow the smoke, give it a little bit of vision, but that top smoke does block it for Winkle, so it doesn't get anything for his little peek. Just breaking the smoke there with the AWP shot to also see if anyone's home. Bomb is heading towards up, so 3 players here, and I think a split is certainly going to be the outcome of this round. 2 players for the CTs here. Captain Kirker in a great position. The rotations are going to take their time. I think that's going to be the biggest issue. These B players need to come up good. That's a fantastic HT to get things started. Molotov was good. That smoke's actually going to slow down the T's, and in fact, they're calling it off.
Hang on a sec. We've now not got Camian in this position, but it's Aaron. 2 defenders are taking ramp, so that will allow Wrinkle to rotate over. Ams is now worried about middle. They've been quiet for so long. Captain Kirker, the only player here on this bomb site, waiting patiently. Flashbang, though, completely affects him. That's perfect from PERA. They are in, but they still need to deal with Amster. How on earth does he hit that adjustment? That's fantastic from Amster. He's doing everything here. He's staying alive for so long. Now your rotates are coming over. Sure, the bomb can get planted, but you've got MPL on this very quick rotation.
Yeah, MPL's in the killer position. You're going to be somewhat aware of a timing that he is going to come through here, but not this soon. Surely not. No, I think he's just avoided MSN. But he has to clear this really quickly. There it is. Perfect. Fully aware of it. And Aaron gets that first shot onto Owner. A 1 versus 1. No kill on MPL either. Has to find this fight. Actually just going to stick it. Thinking that Aaron wasn't going to peek. But Aaron, that's the easiest clutch of his life.
There was 1 bullet in that AWP as well. If he missed that shot, then he'd be stuck into a reload. The round would surely be over and in favor of Bait. But no, instead, he goes for the commitment, goes for the stick. I don't think he had the kit there either. I think the kit was in towards Market. So that is an uncomfortable round, and one in which Bait had the information. We double pushed ramp. They knew that there'd be another player. Wrinkle could have rotated over towards B a lot faster. Instead, they remained diligent. They were worried about middle, which has been conditioned by Camion. In fact, they also left it quite vacant. There is Camion. He finds Wrinkle early. Now Captain Kirker, he's stuck. Completely isolated in middle and overrun.
Yeah, absolutely. Destroyed that. This is a force buy from Bait as well. Nice anime MP9. This one's not very kawaii, but the other one is. Which way, Western man?
Just sat here listening on my head like, yeah, I know what that word means.
Kawaii?
Yeah.
You've never heard the word kawaii before?
I've heard it, but I don't know what it means. You know?
Kawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like something cutesy.
Oh, okay. I'll hold on to these cute little SMGs. Or, maybe, get some more money. That's not very cute. Camion finds Amster. So now the MP9 laying on the floor. MPL hoping to try and provide a little bit more of a threat. Poya hasn't spotted him just yet. Creeping up right to this corner. Tell you what though, 6-4. It's been a really good recovery here for PERA. Because there's been a number of these rounds in which it feels like they're in control, and then it's just been completely snapped away from them. MPL not going to be able to hold on to this MP9. I think. Oh, maybe you are. Upgrade to an AK. Where's it gone? Oh, okay. Just about gets it. 14 and 6.
Yeah, MPL's been on a tear. See, the mechanics are very strong. And he gets an AK into this round. The rest of the team won't have anything, though. So PERA, at minimum, have got 5 on their T side, which is really good. Unless an MPL masterclass on the hands. Okay, this is cool. Pistols, stack B. With the rifle, boosted up quickly. MPL's getting aggressive with it. That's cool. Gets 1, gets 2, can't get the 3rd. But a massive amount of damage. That's the bomb spotted as well. And now you've still got 2 players over towards A. If they come back, the AK in Amster's hands. He's within. Wrinkle trying to stealth. He's not here, but a great shot from Aaron. Again, he's been fantastic as well. That might just be crisis averted. Owner slinking down below and jumping above the heat sheet. Captain Kirker spotting out 1. Not going to be ready for this player close. And despite the great decision to send MPL quick to get that double, couldn't then convert.
Yeah, good recovery from PERA. One of those rounds in which they just believe in the ideas of the mid-round and the IGL. One of those ones where you think, okay, well, it doesn't matter. Let's just commit in towards B anyway. This is what we were going to go for. Let's take the control. We know the weaponry is a little bit limited here on the side of Bait, and it just works out perfectly. Well handled. M4's AWP. Now for Wrinkle again. How aggressive is Wrinkle going to be? Not very. He's over towards Ticket, and to be honest, this is the best possible position for this sniper to be in, as I say, Execute is about to commence.
Got Owner Underdark as well. Good shot from Wrinkle. Kick things off. Peeks straight into color, though. And the Flames, that's going to give the sound cue. Oya comes on out, deals with him. MPL fragging one back, putting into 3-on-3, but he's getting cooked alive. Has to run away, no utility. There's going to be a late mid flank as well, and they're just going to pause. Sit back. Aaron's got this space. Don't need to overcommit yet. See if the CTs make the mistake, and there it is. Aaron catches Captain Kirker.
Yeah, they're playing so well here in the mid round, this T side. They're more than happy just to freeze and make mistakes. That was potentially another one. Instead, Crosshair slightly above Hamster's noggin. MPL 17-7. Even more damage, but can't quite flick with the AW. And Amster, his lurk is being held by Aaron. So this should be locked in here for PERA. There's the first, and there's the second. What a recovery. 6-6 as we swap to the second half.
Well, close as it can be. It's 6-6, not 6-7. Wait. No? It is 6-7?
Yeah, we've had the pistol. We've had the pistol. They won the pistol, PERA.
Yes. So here we find ourselves. PERA with some rifles. MPL actually got a nice kill with the P250. And with the low player on coming in, Aaron also half HP, there was really nothing brought into this round, so good damage already. Now you've created a fair bit of chaos, but unfortunately lost a few too many players.
However, look, Camion's low, Aaron's half HP. The unfortunate thing is that you're now going in towards Aaron, not Aaron, MSN, who's got a FAMAS. You'd want to go in towards Aaron, preferably, but instead it's the player with the highest amount of health. Oh, good dink from MPL. He can run him down. This is weirdly got the potential to be quite expensive. However, MSN somehow gets away in all the chaos, and MPL can't convert on towards Camion. I'm just saying, there's a world in which he gets 2 or 3 kills there.
Yeah, he should have killed Camion, really. That's the MV9 just being a little bit weak. The shot was on him. Must have been on his shoulder or something. MPL trying his darndest out here. Now they got the AKs out. That's the first gun round of the second half. PERA getting settled in. See what Beta going to give us out the gate. 4 players already getting ready for A. And there's going to be very fast rotation from PERA. They haven't got no one committed to B, so they can be very quick here. They're putting a lot of focus in towards mid. That's where Amster is trying to sell the lurk. In fact, he's actually copped a lot of damage from that HE. Now going to move those players over to B now, though, with no contact being spotted. They're worried about it. Great angle from Poya. Gets the opener and the follow-up. There's no way you should have got 2 from that position. MPL does get 1 back, as does Amster, keeping it now into a 3-on-3.
No bomb commitment either. They can rotate back over here. Or will they? MPL faking noise that he's walked off. But will actually change his mind again. Just to drop the bomb off towards Amster. This now hinges a lot on how much Wrinkle can find on his lurk. The timing of his positioning out towards Palace is so crucial. But remember that Poya is quite low. MSN has rotated in, but he's not on the best weapon for the job.
Utility given over to Amster to throw, so MPL can just focus on the fragging. They're going to hear that smoke landing B. So now at least 1 player is committed over that side. Poya is jiggling this on occasion, but I don't think he's gotten the information yet. Now they're going to know. Smoke comes on over. That's going to go connector, blocking off the vision. Good Molotov as well into MSN's position, but he's found a bit of a space in it to keep fighting. And somehow Aaron's the one that gets that kill. He was playing short. MSN gets one as well. That's so unlucky. Aaron just spamming through the connector smoke, cops the kill. And that's enough to set up his team for success.
It's actually really good design on that for Aaron to spam, because you're never expecting the player jungle who's got that gap in the molly to then swing. So it allows MSN to get his kill, and then Poya can just go around the corner on towards Ticket and chime in with another individual effort. Wrinkle, his Palace position, gets nothing done. From 6-2 to 9-6, PERA wins 7 rounds in a row, and it's bait back to pistols and back to basics here. 1 smoke, 1 flash. That is it in the camp of the attack. A bomb plant is the objective on everyone's mind for bait. Anything more is a little bit of a bonus, but it just feels unlikely. It just feels that this team isn't really getting too much done. Currently, if they head in towards B right now, this would be perfect because players are committed on mid here.
Yeah, Cutler's holding a very passive line as well from window market. Fake being sold. Just walking into the old scope. Cutler doesn't have any issues with that kill. Wrinkle does get 1 nice one back. He'd love to find another. The Deagle betraying him though. Finds MSN there. We've got a round on our hands, but just the 1 player falling and double digits reach for PERA.
Yeah, that's, again, another one of those unlucky rounds, I think, for bait. There's been a number of them where it feels like they definitely could have got more purchase out of the round, but it just hasn't quite connected. And it's just because some of the individuals haven't warmed up here on the server. It's just MPL. Wrinkle's only just hit double digits for his team. But outside of that, there is no one giving a source of output for Bait. They need to take some pressure off of MPL's shoulders because he is doing literally everything. You take a look at it for PERA, everyone is chiming in with efforts. Sure, Color's having a little bit of an off game, but everyone else, the floor has been raised around him.
Yeah, Color, speaking of, is going to get removed early. Peering in from short. They get an opening kill. Need to be able to capitalize off it though. That's been the struggle here so far. Good utility coming out. Getting them all this middle space and owner. Holding for this aggressive push, knowing that PERA need to respond and get some control of their own. And he punishes it perfectly.
Will you be ready for Aaron though? Owner's moved down low. Aaron, oh my goodness me. Talk about CS timing. There it is right there. They take the space back immediately. And now they're looking to split through connector.
Shouldn't be too difficult here for the T's. Just pure numbers to their advantage. Good coming and doubles up. Aaron needed to get one though. That was critical. Ampster with a massive double. Keeps it cool, keeps it under control. MSN has a 1 versus 3 on his hands. He's interested. Knows that one of these players was dinked by owner. It's very difficult once they assemble these post plants just to be able to rat them out, find these positions they're tucking on in. Oh, that's a head. Don't give him the opportunities. He will take them. Oh, he'll be tagged through the box, I think, there. Swinging one by one, giving up the fights. At the very least, you want to keep these players alive just for your economy. And MSN, he wants to make it as costly as possible. Gets another. These two remaining should survive. And Bait finally breaking the silence.
Terrorists win.
It's very slow mid round there out of Bait. As soon as they've got the control in towards connector, it's just a case of bringing the troops back round towards that A-bomb site. Weird little timing going on towards ramp with Aaron pushing, clearing, deeming it not a threat, and then walking away just as Bait come around the corner and then set themselves up. You thought with that double in towards connector with Cammy and finding both that there was definitely a chance, especially with the game that Aaron has been having. But you're right, the fact he didn't find a single kill makes it incredibly costly for PERA. Good dink. Good nades also flying in towards the top of middle. Wrinkle was so aggressive on CT side, now wants to show that. How? Here on the T side instead, cops a nade to the face for 50.
Great damage. And not really much to show for Bait. I haven't garnered much control outside of putting a bit of pressure towards B. Back over towards A they go. PERA are very split. They are going to bring that third player over to reinforce. You've got Color posted up at ticket as well with the AWP. Being used at the moment, just kind of lockdown angles on either side of the map. Camion snuck on through, gets into Ninja. Color's AWP strikes true for the first shot. Flashbang on over to set up his team as well. He's found another multi-kill, 4 here in the flashbang. Oh, a third as well. Color, there we go. Lighting up the feed. And MPL has been good, but 1 versus 4 might be a little bit too much to ask from him. There's one. But he's brought down low. And his position completely known now. Oh, the flames behind. And actually, oh my god. He finds MSN there. That's a great shot. He does a bit of damage on his way out.
Never seen that before.
Well, like, you know, the mollies are like so hard to see through. I wonder. I don't know if that was if that's what he was intending, but it didn't feel like a miss molly because it was obviously against the flat part of the wall.
Yeah.
So I think it was like that.
Weird. Okay. Fair enough. I mean, they got him a kill. Bait now take their first time out. Feel like some of these should have maybe been called in earlier, especially towards the back end of CT side, where they were losing all those rounds in a row. But nevertheless, it's here now, I guess. But with only pistols and not much money behind this, it's going to have to be playing for OT, in my opinion. Unless MPL and Hero AK can find something incredible. but it feels unlikely. It doesn't really feel like Bait have had too much of a say in any of these rounds. Even when they're splitting A, they're still being cut in half at times.
It's been great to see Color getting activated that round as well, getting warmed up into things. Obviously, was having a bit of a quiet one. Now can start to feel a bit more confident. Gonna go for a peek. Gets the opener again. Great stuff.
That's the guy you want. MPL dead. Not in the server. AK not recoverable either, unless Wrinkle will find anything. But it's Cammy and instead finding his teammates all in towards middle. 5 on 2, make it. 5 on 1. Starts to get a little bit dicey here. Mr. Wrinkle. And it will only be 1 kill in consolation. 12-7 map point for PERA.
It's think about MPL doing a good job for Bait, but Camion has been so consistent throughout. 20 frags, so only 1 behind MPL. Aaron not that far behind him. Obviously won out a few critical clutches too, so good to see everyone from PERA really stepping up now. Now you gotta get 5 in a row. It's a little bit tough. And possibly the worst moment to get a tech pause. Well, maybe not the worst. You could probably think of worse moments, but it's not a great moment.
True. But this is where we kind of enter this weird little time zone of games where one team will hit map point and then Bait, they'll pull out a strategy and they're instantly able to almost stabilize themselves at times, it feels like. For PERA, it's up to them to just walk this over the finish line. Don't need to make it a difficult one for yourselves. They haven't really got the money to invest if they lose. I mean, Aaron can drop rifles. Color should be able to afford as well. So Bait would have to win back-to-back rounds to completely cripple economies. And by that point, it would be, what, 12-10? There is a world, but it would take, well, 5 rounds in a row flawlessly without too many mistakes. I'm not sure whether Bait have got that in the locker this time around, just because, yet again, we're not seeing anyone really step up to support MPL.
Yeah, I think from what we've seen so far, it's very unlikely Bait will be able to bring that off. I think also, you know, with the way MPL is set up in this team, is it's a bit more of a closer role. He's not really being set up to take the big opening duels. So when he doesn't have that extra player that's kind of bringing that to the table, it's making his job a lot harder as well. We'll see what the call is from Bait. Not serious point, it's just map point, guys. Mirage, got Ancient up next, and Anubis is the decider. I know, it looks like a mystery map. It could be anything. Could be Cobblestone, guys. Could be Tuscan. Could be CPL Mill. Who knows? But it's Anubis. I do know. Don't get too excited.
I like how deep down the rabbit hole you went with that.
I was just slowly going back in iterations of maps.
It's not even a 5v5, it's Danger Zone.
Militia, anybody?
Bring it back. Smoking Palace to so often just scupper the variety of players that have been in Palace for Bait. However, Amster hits the deck early. Color is really arriving and announcing his presence on the server. And suddenly, it looks like he's caught up with the rest of his teammates. Fantastic stuff to see, especially for the series going forward for him.
Yeah, you'd never know that he was, what, 2-11 or something like that?
Something like that.
You'd never know. No one would ever know that that was his scoreline.
It's like those TikToks, just like, how would you know? How would they know?
Yeah. It's just like those TikToks. Fighting in towards mid.
Hi, Aaron.
Push back. And Aaron flanking on through. Wrinkle, whoa, he's got his knife out. He's stabbing the air. And now he's stabbing his desk because Aaron has just got a 2-piece that has completely disrupted Bait. And this one feels like you can pretty much write it off. Captain Kirker and MPL, 2 versus 5, and it's not a good position. MPL falls. Captain Kirker, or Captain, my Captain, gets one. Bomb collected, but look at the time. It's nothing. There's no time. You can't find these kills. Color takes him down, and PERA